Hey everybody, wanted to do a quick video about the word apostle, and this word is actually what they call a compound verb in the original languages, and what that means is that it combines two words to make one, and it combines the word apo, which is a preposition that basically means to separate, or sometimes it can even mean to come out of something, and then the second word it combines is the word stellō, and that is the verb, and it means to send. And so basically what you have is you have a word that means to separate and to send. And this is really an insightful way to understand the apostles, because they're wired to separate. And this can play itself out in multiple ways. One of the ways that it works out is that they have no problem leaving a group or leaving a place. They actually detach very well. They're all about looking for something outside the group. They're all about things going on beyond the group. And they're drawn to leave the group to go on a mission. And that's the sin part. But apostles also take things that are condensed and they break them down into their separate parts. So if you can think about something that has a unit, but then it has its separate parts, apostles are really good at breaking things down into separate parts and then kind of defining what those parts are and labeling them, figuring out their function. And then what they do with these parts is that they send them. So in other words, they start looking at how these parts interact with one another. And this is why apostles are good systems thinkers, is because they break things down into parts and then they look at how those parts interact with one another, how they're sending things to one another. And they think primarily in terms of dynamic systems. In other words, things that are operating all at the same time. So an apostle is not only wired for mission, for breaking away from the group and going on a mission, they're also good at, within a group or within an organization, at breaking things down, naming them, and figuring out how they function together. And this is essentially what you have in Ephesians 4 with Paul describing these 5 gifts of APEST, is that he's basically giving us a systems look at the body of Christ and talking about the different functions and the way they interact with one another. So there's a quick rundown of the word apostle. There's a blog post below, and feel free to check it out.